What's up guys, Wellin Customs here, and today we're going to take a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Batman v Superman Armored Batman. Now I know you guys have seen dozens of reviews of it, so this review will be a little bit different. I'll put my own 2 cents in it, show some modifications, and we do some size comparisons. Let's go. Alright guys, so here is the infamous armored up Batman right here. Now I know a lot of people are 50-50 on this, to be honest, which is fine, that's cool. Everyone can have their own opinion. I actually like the figure a lot. And you really have to see what it is. You know, it's a $20 6-inch figure. That's what it is. You know, people have been getting these for years. I think it's pretty nice. I know there's a nice Mafex one coming out, and around the summertime, it's gonna probably cost you around 75 bucks, $60 to $75 in the end, which might be worth it. Maybe it might not. You know, I have my own reserve about Mafex. I don't really like it that much. But for a $20 figure, I think it's pretty good. I know a lot of people are writing it off, bypassing all the nice details, but there is nice details on this figure. And we're going to take a look at it really quickly right now, because I don't think people are really appreciating what's in front of them. I like to see the positives in a lot of things, to be honest, not the negatives. And you can see all that scratches, all the weathering. The sculpting is there as well. It's pretty good sculpting for the armor all throughout the whole figure. So, you know, I don't know how much more detailed it could get, to be honest. Maybe the paintwork people might not like, but, you know, he's supposed to be gray armored. Maybe it's detail underneath the armor people don't like, which is fine, I'll give you that one. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. Even going down to the legs, you know, they put some time in it, it's there. Maybe it's like pink color, like I said, I don't know. But I like it. I think it's pretty nice. Even has pretty good texture in the cape, if you want to see it from the back. You know, it's just not a plastic, plain looking cape. It does have some kind of texture in there, which is pretty good as well. Yeah, but you know, everyone can have their own opinion, which is fine. That's the great thing about life. But I have to say, I actually think it's pretty good. I think it gets a lot of slack when it's actually a pretty half-decent figure. Now don't get me wrong, I know there are some downfalls to this figure, one being the articulation, which I still don't think it's that bad, not that bad honestly, it's pretty decent. But one thing I don't like is the fact that his head doesn't go down or up that much, barely. The ab joint doesn't go forward that much at all, but does go back pretty decently. And also there's no ankle pivot, which would have been nice, but at least we do get a hinge. And we do get a nice swivel at the thigh, so you could manage it, honestly. It sucks that it's not there, but it's nothing you can't manage yourself, to be honest. And you know, just because the Mafex one looks pretty good, I'm gonna say this right now, doesn't mean it's gonna be. It looks good, doesn't mean it will be good. And I don't like Mafex for a couple of reasons why. One reason why all the figures are very fragile. You know, the figures feels fragile. You know, I know a lot of people say they're great quality. They look like they're great quality. They definitely have a lot of detail in the figure. But the figure themselves, you know, the joints feel so loose, or they feel like lanky, like it's noodles. You know, I just don't like the quality when it comes to Mafex. That's really disappointed in it, to be honest. Figma and SH Figuarts are probably the better ones out of those 3 when it comes to imported figures. But I have to say, I'm looking at this figure for 20 bucks. It really isn't that bad. The cape, like I said, is pretty good too. I like over here how it droops over the shoulders pretty nicely, giving him a nice, more of a menacing look as well. Because I actually took the cape off and he looked kind of wimpy looking, oddly, but yeah. I even get the nice spikes underneath, if I didn't mention that before. So the detail's there. You know, I don't know, you know, yeah, maybe you can still hate it no matter what, but it's not a bad figure in my opinion. Going quickly to accessories, he does come with the infamous gun that he's been carrying in the trailers. Now it's not a gun, it's actually a grenade launcher from what I've read. And it's a very unique looking grenade launcher. It's not that bad looking. I'm actually surprised that this figure gets it, not the other one where he's just in his normal outfit, Batman outfit. But you could obviously use it on any figure. It's pretty decent quality. It's a little bit rubbery. Not really, but you know, you could definitely move it. But I think it benefits because the Batman hands are kind of stiff. So you could definitely just slide it in there and manipulate it pretty easily, just like that. Bam. But it doesn't have a trigger finger, so that's kind of funny. Actually, the other Batman does though. So that's why I'm surprised that this figure came with this. Alright guys, so right here we do have a couple more Batman figures right now. If I didn't say it before, another problem with the figure, probably I have to say, is that it's a little bit back heavy because of the cape, the plastic cape. So for this one, I just changed the cape out, you know, give it a nice cloth cape. I like to make a V down the middle right here because I think it gives a nice look for the back and still get a nice hunch. And a lot of people like to cut straight down, you know, across. It doesn't give a good look in my opinion, at least. So you know, this way it might look a little bit better. Just a little tip for you. And I think you still need the cape on the shoulders. Don't totally replace it because this certain cape really does give the figure a nice added bulk. And you can see it in the shoulders right here. For instance, this one right here, I took the cape off so you can see, you know, it looks a little bit different. It looks a little, I'm not going to say scrawny looking, but having that loss of padding or something to see at his shoulders really does make him less intimidating in some way. And this figure is a work in progress right here. I actually did not put the cape on purpose because for the video I'm doing for it, I know a lot of people have been asking how to replace the cape. What do I do? Can you please show it? So in that video I will be showing you guys how to do that. So subscribe if you want to see that, or stay tuned at least. But this is my work in progress repaint. You know, like I said, if you don't like the colors on the original one, just try repainting it. You know, there you go. And it's a work in progress, but I think it's coming out pretty good. Going into articulation really quickly, you just have a ball joint that goes up and down really little, but it goes left and right fine. Shoulders on hinge joints that rotate, go back and forth, in and out. A little bit restricted from the cape, but not really. Actually, it's not really at all. Bicep swivel, no problem there. He does have that elbow joint that moves up and down and rotates left and right. Has a swivel also right there at the forearm, and at the wrist he has a swivel over there. Ab joint could be better, like I said before. Doesn't go forward at all really, but goes back pretty good, so you can look up if you want him to. Waist swivel right there. T-joint and hips, forward nicely, goes back pretty good, goes across pretty good, but is he really gonna do splits in this kind of armor, guys? Come on. Thigh swivel over here, 1 point at the knee, and he has a hinge at the foot, and that's about it, at the ankle. No swivel, which is actually pretty understandable because he does have a full length of armor here. So if anything, it just should be, it would be nice to have a pivot or a swivel at the foot or ankle, but we don't. Size comparisons, here is the armored Batman with some of the other Batman v Superman figures, and also, of course, some nice movie Avenger figures. What a time we live in that we could actually have this in our collection. So you know what, I like how the Batman figure looks. He definitely is a little bit more taller with the added armor on, which makes perfect sense right there, no problems there. I think all of these guys look perfect together. Definitely pretty cool. So that's about it, guys. I know, like I said, 50-50. A lot of people have their own opinion about this figure. But mine is, I like it a lot. It definitely has potential. Repaint it, fix some stuff up. You know, it's a decent figure for 20 bucks. If you're willing to spend more money and wait longer for the Mafex one, which is fine, go ahead. I might get it too, but I'm not really seeking after it because honestly, this one satisfies me enough and can't wait till the movie comes out. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe. Do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildlandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, get a thumbs up. Peace!